Virgo, what's going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan Hill from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Virgo Tarot reading. In today's Virgo Tarot reading, we're going to do something a little bit different. We are going to do a What's Blocking You reading. Not a love reading this time, so we're going to take a look at what's blocking you, what's getting in your way, what's holding you back from living the kind of life that you really want to be living here in January 2025. I'm going to get you 3 cards from this Lantern Oracle deck, which is really good about pointing yourself inside. Take a look at some of the things that your attention and awareness might need to be brought to about what's getting in your way. So I'm going to get you 3 cards from there. I'm going to clarify each of those with the tarot deck just to make sure we can get you some extra clarity around those blockages. And then I'm going to finish the reading off by getting you some advice from the universe about what you might need reminded of about yourself in order to make it through these blockages. So let's get started with this Virgo tarot reading, and let's get 3 cards for what's blocking Virgo in January 2025, please. Wanting to be contrary here. What's blocking Virgo? Okay, as soon as I call them contrary, then they start shooting out everywhere. Okay, let's get one more. What's blocking Virgo here in January 2025? We're not taking 3 more, we're taking 1. What's blocking Virgo? Thank you. Okay, card number 20, enough. You were born enough, Virgo. Central to your blockage is number 40, inner integration. There is peace, equilibrium, and fulfillment in integrating the inner wild with the taming and tempering effect life has on us. Let me read that again. There is peace, equilibrium, and fulfillment in integrating the inner wild with the taming and tempering effect life has on us. And your final card, card 15, distorted desire. Conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious seed driving it. The unconscious need driving it. Okay, so we got some internal stuff to take a look at here. We're going to start with enough. You were born enough. That is usually an indicator that you're not feeling like you're worthy of something. You're not feeling like you're good enough for something. Possibly someone else has made you feel that way. Maybe it's this thing that you've wanted that you haven't been able to get to that's making you feel like you're not enough. But that's a limiting belief. It's simply not true. Get one more to clarify this, please. Okay, we'll take 2. No problem. Let's see here. Underlying this enough energy, Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck. Very slow, monotonous forward movement. This is usually a really frustrating energy. When you're going through the Knight of Pentacles, it's really hard to tell the difference between this and the Hanged Man, where there's no progress happening. Things are actually stuck. This is just progress is happening so slow that it probably feels like nothing's moving, except for the fact that I have the Hanged Man out here in these clarifiers. So you might be mistaking this, that progress isn't happening with, just really slow movement. This would be like watching my hair grow. Like, you and I both logically understand that my hair is technically growing right now. You just can't see that happening. If you come back in a week, it'll be longer. And if you have a picture of me now and a picture of me a week from now, you'll be able to tell that my hair has grown. But you can stare at it all you want. You're not going to see anything happening. And that's kind of what this energy feels like. Maybe you're feeling like you're not enough because you're not seeing progress on something. This is sometimes a person, though, that when they're doing their work, they stick to the plan and they do it step by step exactly the way that it's supposed to be done, and they don't deviate from that. They don't have flexibility. So it could just be a case where you need to be a little bit more flexible here. When I clarify enough, I get Page of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the 4 of Wands. So this is like, we got 3 pentacles here. I got these gears on this next card that are looking like pentacles to me. This could be something physically, financially that you're not feeling good enough on. The Page of Pentacles is one step back from this Knight of Pentacles. This is the lowest form of the court card. This is like the talking about it, and this is the doing something about it. And I've got a heavy burden right behind that with another pentacle right behind that. This is like a missed opportunity, or an opportunity that you're not letting yourself take. Maybe you're already overly burdened on something. Maybe you feel like you can't handle anymore, and that's making progress slow. This would be like the early stage plan for the future, but it's not a fully developed plan. So this could be like having the resistance against taking the first step on something. Maybe you're feeling like you're already overly burdened. There's some opportunity here for you though, and you feel in some way like you're not enough, or there's some scarcity mindset here somewhere. I've got Three of Pentacles next, which is teamwork, collaboration, working together as equals to build something of value. This would be like laying the foundations for building the Ten of Pentacles, maximum stability, abundance, prosperity, everything that we all want materially. This would be like working together with someone. In terms of a blockage, this would be like not working together with someone, not collaborating with someone, or being afraid to build something with someone, feeling like maybe I'm not enough. I know you could have been invited into like a group project type thing and feel like maybe I'm not good enough to do this. That's not true though. I'm not 100% sure what this is about. It's missing the context. This is not necessarily a relationship thing that I'm looking at, like always. So I'm missing that level of context here. This could be your career. This could be some family thing. This could be, some project that you're trying to do. Take this however it resonates for you, and be sure to leave me a comment and let me know how this applied to you. But we got the Hanged Man next, which again is progress being halted, things being stuck, no movement is happening. And he's hanging upside down because he's trying to look at things from a different perspective than he normally would, a different point of view than he normally would. He's trying to figure out, what do I need to adjust out here to get this unstuck so things can move the way I want? In terms of a blockage, this would be like not releasing something here, not releasing a piece of yourself, or not looking at something from the correct point of view, not the correct perspective on something, which would lead you to think that you're not enough when it's not true. Maybe it's not changing the way that you're looking at something. I got Four of Wands next, which is, it's about stability, usually stability of the home, stability of the family. These four wands represent 1111, which is the number of manifesting, and you can see the people celebrating here. So this is a celebration energy of like the thing that I've been trying to manifest has arrived, and it's stable in the physical 3D reality, and I can celebrate that it's here and it's stable. In terms of a blockage, this could be like something is off with your stability in the physical world here, and maybe that's making you feel like you're not good enough. This can also represent having already achieved something, but previously, like in the past, I've achieved it, and now I'm still like too focused on this thing that I've already accomplished, and it's not letting me make any progress. It's almost like being like stuck on this past victory that you had and not being able to like let go of that and move forward into the next one, or maybe feeling like I was good enough then, but I'm not good enough now. Take that however it resonates for you, but central to your blockages here, inner integration. There is peace, equilibrium, and fulfillment in integrating the inner wild with the taming and tempering effect life has on us. I can remember as a kid, there was all kinds of stuff that I would do that I just won't do anymore because I'm just too damn old and I think different now. So tell me more about this inner integration. Why is this showing up for Virgo as a blockage in January 2025? Getting extra cards again. Let's see. Underlying this energy, King of Wands. This is a bold, passionate, fiery, determined energy. Someone who knows exactly what they want. They don't take no for an answer. They don't let roadblocks get in their way. They don't let obstacles stop them. This is the kind of energy that, like, I'm going to find a way to get what I want, or I'm going to make a way to get what I want. Being very driven, determined, motivated, ambitious. This is like tempering effect that life has on us. Like, this dude will move mountains to get what he wants, but this is feeling like that's been toned down for you here, like almost not got the full willingness to do something because there's a piece of you inside that needs reintegrated here. This can sometimes be someone who is like has to be in control of every little detail. And I know you're a Virgo. Details are not important to you. I get it. But this could be someone who has like an over attention to detail, and things have to be exactly a certain way. That can lead you to like not delegate things to other people, not trust other people. That would be a weird dynamic to have, where on one hand you feel not good enough, and on the other hand you feel like, well, nobody's going to do it as well as I would, so let me just do it myself. That could be part of what's blocking you here in terms of like teamwork and collaboration with other people, and being hung up on something that's already been achieved, not looking at things from a different perspective. Because you achieved it this one way, it doesn't mean that someone else with a different plan couldn't make it happen that way, a different way, I guess. When I clarify inner integration, I get 9 of Cups, 8 of Swords, 4 of Cups, Death. The 9 of Cups is a card of personal happiness and wish fulfillment. In terms of a blockage, this could be like overly focused on what it is that you want, overly focused on your own personal happiness. It could be like overindulgence on something, like too focused on me, myself, and I. It could be that. Not saying that's what it is. Take it how it resonates. But I'm getting the distinct impression that there's something that you want done, like the way that makes you happy, like you want it done a very certain way. And there's something internal with you that needs reintegrated in order to allow you past that particular blockage. I got 8 of Swords next, which is an energy of thinking about something over and over and over again and going on this repeating loop in your mind and not being able to shut your mind off. The person on the card's blindfolded, so there's things they don't see, there's information they don't have, there's gaps in what they know, and they're feeling stuck, trapped, and blocked. But that what they don't know, what they can't see, is what's got them grinding on something. This is an overthinking kind of an energy here. So you're overthinking something, being way too critical on something, and looping something in your mind here. This is also like self-imposed mental prison of your own thoughts. In other words, the way you're thinking about whatever this particular thing is the reason why it's not moving. And it's the reason why it feels like you're stuck and blocked. It's just the way that you're thinking about it. Next, I have 4 of Cups, which is an energy of not being fully happy with what you have right in front of you, not being fully content with what you have. And there's this other cup, this other thing that you think might bring you your happiness and fulfillment, but I don't have that. So this can be like getting distracted by this thing that I don't have and failing to appreciate what I do have. Can also be like bright, shiny object syndrome. This is usually just not being content with something. Not being fully happy with it, excuse me. And above it, I've got this like being stuck in the loop and grinding on it and overthinking it. And beside it, I have no progress happening because I'm not looking at it from the right perspective. Yeah, whatever perspective you're looking at it from, that's what's got you grinding on it. And it's either making you not fully happy with what you've got, or not being fully happy with what you got and not looking at it from a different perspective is getting you stuck in that loop. It's just however you're thinking about whatever this is what's causing the actual difficulty. And that just boils down to reintegrating a piece of yourself that you're not. I've got death next, which is an ending. It's usually an ending where something dies and it gets born again in a different way. This would be an ending that has a painful transition period following it, a painful transformation period that follows it. In terms of a blockage, this would be like resisting the ending to something, like something is like died and I don't want to accept that it's dead, so I'm going to like pretend like it's not and continue on. Like resisting a change of some kind, because I've got like stability next to it in the way that it's always been done, and resisting a change to that. Even though I'm not fully happy with the way things are, there's something that I need to change that I don't want to change because I want it to be this particular way that I want it. Your final blockage here, distorted desire. Conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. There's definitely a need here driving something. Tell me more about that, please. Let's get one more, please. Look at everything trying to get away from me all at once. Look at that. Wow, you probably got more than one in there. I only need one, but I'm expecting to get 2 or 3 here. 2, okay, we'll take it. Par for the course here. Okay. Underlying distorted desire, King of Cups. This is someone who is very in touch with their intuition, very in touch with their emotions. It's the pinnacle of that suit here. It's also someone who doesn't usually wear their heart on their sleeve. They don't publicly broadcast how they're feeling about something. Usually very cool, calm, collected, and in touch with their emotions. This could mean you're out of touch with your emotions as a blockage. Could mean you're not listening to your intuition as a blockage. This could also represent like an idealized view that you have of someone. If this is about a romantic thing here, which is looking like this piece might be, this would be someone that you're viewing in this King of Cups light, but that's not really what they are. That's just what you want them to be. Yeah, I've got 2 of Cups behind that. There's some sort of distorted desire you have around a person that you feel this connection to. And this is talking about, as a blockage, it's an imbalance in the connection. It's a lack of harmony in the connection, or even a resistance to the connection. This can be a person who like is madly in love with you but doesn't tell you that. And this could be the distortion, and the reason it's showing up as a blockage is because they don't tell you that, but you're still giving them credit for loving you in that same way. And then possibly even feeling like I'm not good enough for some reason because they're not expressing themselves the way I want them to. It could totally be that. Take it how it resonates for you. Conscious desires rarely satisfied, the unconscious need driving it. Clarifying that. 5 of Swords. The Sun. The Devil. Talk about unconscious desires and needs driving something. 10 of Cups. And talk about idealized view of something. This 5 of Swords, this is a winning at all costs mentality. This is a conflict in your thinking. This is like the ends justifies the means. I have to have this. I desire it so bad. But it's like a conflict in your thinking here. Like you got your unconscious mind and your conscious mind. Like the conscious mind wanting something, but it's still not satisfying the need. It's still in conflict with the unconscious mind. It's still not getting you what it is that you want. And again, this is about being focused too much on what it is that you want. There's this early stage plan you have for something and you're focused in the wrong spot on it. And if this is a relationship, this is you having an idealized view instead of viewing this person and this relationship as how they actually are. It's you viewing them how you kind of desire them to be. But they're not that, which is why there's this I'm not satisfied energy. There's this I'm thinking about it over and over again. There's illumination here. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. This is some sort of a blockage to your happiness. It's because, again, the way you're thinking and distorted desire, you wanting something that's not actually what you want. It's like, what I want this person because this is who I want them to be, only they're not that. And it's about being focused like too narrowly, like that saying you can't see the forest for the trees. Well, this is about being like right up against a single tree and looking at all the bark and seeing the details in the bark, and you're missing the big picture of what you really want is a peaceful forest, and you got it all pinned on this one little piece of bark, or this one person, or this one relationship, or this one way of doing something that's not working the way you want it to. This is a block to your happiness. It's an inability to see something that it hasn't been illuminated to you yet. And I've got the blindfold and the way you're thinking about it right next to that. It's related in some way to collaboration with someone else or a group of someone else's. I've got the Devil next here, clarifying distorted desire. This is a distorted energy. The people on the card are the same two people from the Lover's card, but they've got horns and tails here because they've been chained up and stuck in this distorted energy for so long that it's distorting who they are. This is part of your unconscious mind, those deep-seated urges and desires that we all have that we don't really have any control over. This is a distorted desire here, a distorted view of happiness, a distorted view of this other person, of this connection, if you have one. The distortion has got you feeling like I'm not fully happy with what I have. It's got you feeling stuck and trapped and blocked. I've got that stuck energy coming off of stuck, trapped, and blocked, coming off of this not being happy, and the not being happy coming off of this distorted, toxic illusion type of an energy here. This card being like, if you get these two cards together, it's like an unhealthy attachment to something that you have happiness for. It's like the happiness isn't even real. It's a facade. And then when you have these two cards together, the 10 of Cups and the Devil, same kind of a deal. It's that idealized view of a relationship or of this like peak level of happiness, like this one thing that would make me this level of happy. It's distorted. You're aiming at the wrong target, I guess is like the best way that I can put this here. Yeah, there's something here that you're not releasing related to what you believe to be happily ever after, only it's not. Like, this is the difference between how much money is in your bank account versus how much do you wish was in your bank account. And I'm sure they're very different numbers. And this is usually that in a relationship sense, especially when I have these two cards underlying it all. It's like I got this relationship and this person painted in my mind to be this happily ever after kind of a thing here. It's like you can't really get better cards than this, except for the fact that we're clarifying a card called Distorted Desire, and in the middle of those two awesome cards is the Devil. That's telling you it's an illusion, that this is not the same thing that you actually want. It's something that has fooled you into thinking that that's what you want. And with death as a blockage beside it, it's like failing to release it and let go of it and accept the death of it and move on to something better. There's this being stuck on this past success that I had and can't like move off of that. This is starting to look like what you're really supposed to be doing is integrating the fact that this person, who they really are in the external world, is not who you had them made out to be in your internal world. And it's like integrating that and getting off of what it is that you're stuck on about what you personally wish they were, and accept the fact that you're not fully happy and that they're not ever going to be that cup. This is like, it's dead and over, and it's time to change something, transform yourself so you can get out of this like being distorted type of an energy here and get back to this believing that you are good enough. So take that however it resonates for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be about a relationship. Let's get you some advice on what it is you need reminded of about yourself here in January 2025, Virgo, so that you can move forward past these blockages here. Let's get Virgo 3 cards. What do they need reminded of about themselves? Make it past these blockages, please. Let's get one more. Oh, we're taking an extra one again. You got an extra card in every spot this time. Well, that's actually 3 cards, so we're not going to take all 3. We're just going to take this first one. Don't want to turn this into a 2-hour ordeal for you. First card for you, what you need reminded of, Virgo. Willingness. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. Compromise on what your plan was. Like, that's the very first card out here. This not fully developed plan that's holding you back. Willingness to compromise if the end result is love. Kindness. You are a humanitarian made of love, and you are able to share that energy with others. That's crazy. The second card you have is a blockage about working together with people, or someone in particular, I guess. Could be a team, could be one person. Kindness, you are a humanitarian made of love, and you are able to share that energy with others. And your final card, peacefulness. You recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. Something is definitely out of balance when your central blockage is about inner integration, integrating things or rebalancing it back out, and you've got distorted desire. Your conscious desires rarely satisfy the unconscious need driving them. Hope that was helpful for you, Virgo. Let me know in the comments how this applied to you.